Distant.
The families of Dom and Davion.
Before
Mckenzie, shirilla.
Since her murder conviction, the parents of Mckenzie Shirilla are breaking their silence.
Wow.
Hey!
Swipe to move.
She's still out.
With another Kenzie line.
Some people say Mckenzie is just doing her so
And I Mckenzie Shirilla was like the first person when you're since girl, I'm stressed. Like, what? No, couldn't tell. Walked around with her head held high, would cut her little crop tops, would walk around with hickeys on her neck, because that's just what girls do. They get in there and go gay for this day, whatever. Literally, like, had everything that you can have that's like special or like outside world stuff in prison. She had it because her mom and her family made sure she was straight. You know, they had money, so she was in their set. She would walk around like, and she would make stuff like hats out of like distress, like she would distress them, like Urban Outfitters type hats, full beat of makeup, full every relationship. relationship. I'm going to come to her parole hearing. They're going to go there and they're going to say, we do not think that she's been.
It was almost like when you went to there in the first place, you know, when you were just sitting in medical, but like that, but worse.
Yes.
No, you know what it's like when you guys had to quarantine for COVID.
Yes.
So at least no, it's worse. Right, because at least you had.
That's another thing, Plug. You know what helps people think that they would be able to do bids? When everybody locked in for COVID.
Is everybody ready? So let's go over just some general rules before we get started. All phones are to be turned off. Members of the media may have their phones on, but it must be turned to silent. There will be no in and out of the courtroom. Once the proceedings begin, if you do leave, you will not be permitted. Today is an emotional and stressful day for 3 families, and for the defendant, and for those who care for Davion, Dominic, and Mckenzie. I expect everyone here to be respectful of everyone who's in the room, and if there is any disruptive behavior, I will pause the proceedings, and the deputies will escort you out. The court's process will be as follows. I will hear first from the state and the representatives of any of the victims. The court will then hear from the defense and any representatives who wish to speak. The defendant has a constitutional right not to speak. She has exercised that right not to speak at trial, and that right continues throughout this proceeding. She will be afforded the opportunity to speak if she wishes, but that's her choice. Following that portion, the court will deliver the sentence. I also want to advise the defendant that she has a right to an appeal and a transcript at state's expense, and we will assign counsel to represent you. Counsel, we have previously discussed and agreed to the following: that the only counts for which the court will sentence today as a matter of law are counts 1 and 2, each of which is murder in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.02a, count 1 being the murder of Dominic Russo, count 2 being the murder of Davion Flanagan. Each of these counts are statutory sentences. Each is 15 years to life with parole eligibility after the base term is served, and with parole strictly within the discretion and jurisdiction of the Ohio Parole Board. 9. Is that correct? Up and speak, Charlie.
Yes. 7:30. Brother, to me, I would like you to give Mckenzie the longest possible.
A few months before he passed, he told me that he soon planned on joining a branch of the military. Admittingly, I was against this, but he felt the need to not only serve the community, but also his country. He gave me countless advice, and he also helped with anything and everything. Nothing said or done here today can describe the loss or repair our lives after this tragedy. Kenzie's statement in the hospital to Detective Azu, "Can't you just take my license away for 10 years or something?" That statement is Mckenzie Shirilla. The most selfish person I know. Ironically, Dom was the most selfless person I know. Mckenzie Shirilla murdered Dom and Davion in cold blood and had already moved on. Kenzie killed Dom over the thought of losing him, and she made Davion collateral damage. She was driving, going to concerts, and dressing up for Halloween, no thoughts of the families and lives that she had destroyed. As I said, Dom read a book every day. He started 2 companies. He recorded his own music, as well as recording music with myself and with friends. Dom helped anyone who ever needed a hand. He was an inspiration to everyone who had the honor of meeting Dominic. We love you, Dom. We love you, Davion. And God bless the both of you. Thank you so much.
before you speak, have you marked the letters as exhibits to be part of the record?
I have, Your Honor.